Our next speaker is a best-selling author, TEDx speaker, and was even named one of the top 10 dads in podcasting by Podcast Magazine. Please help me welcome to the stage, Adam Lewis Walker.
Thank you. I'm standing in front of a packed crowd, about to achieve my dream. I'm at the UK athletics final. I'm a 28-year-old PE teacher, an Olympic hopeful pole vaulter, I should say. Windsor, Slough and Eton in the English summertime. So as you can imagine, obviously, torrential rain, horizontal, coming at me in my face, soaked through to my skin. Expect nothing less in England. Still, I was doing all right. I was in 4th place. If anyone else has competed in anything, you know 4th place is the worst spot because you're so close to a medal. And at that point, that's all you're looking at, the medal, a piece of metal. But for me, it was the medal and potentially qualifying for the Olympics. Seconds earlier, I just fouled, and I'm walking back right next to the stand. And there's a gentleman that stands right in front. He quietly said to someone next to him, "He's done. He won't take off again." And it sounded that loud to me. And I thought, I got this. I will take off. I got one last chance. So I'm back on the runway. The rain's coming down. Clock's counting down. My grip, the rain is going through my fingers, but the grip's there. So I head off. I get faster and faster and faster, and I get closer, and I go to take off. And I slip. And I rip my knee to pieces. That's when my life changed. Just not as I planned. Now I'm usually pretty upbeat, so I'm like in the mode of, okay, I've had injuries before. How quick do I get back? The next few years were a series of crutches, operation, rehab, prehab, crutches, operation, another one. And my surgeon pulls me aside. We get to know each other quite well at this point. And he says to me, "Adam, you need to stop focusing on how quickly you can get back. Focus on being able to play basic sports with your children when they're older." What? At that stage, I didn't have any children. I didn't have any plan. No one was pregnant, honest, that I knew of. So, that's when reality started to dawn on me. Up until that point, I was a pole vaulter. I knew who I was, but then I was lost. Everything I'd built was on my physicality, and I was not as strong as I thought. So everyone's moved on by this point. I remember sitting at home in the middle of the day when at that age I really shouldn't be. I was a professional rehabber. I hear a knock on the door. I open it, and my little mum's standing there. She's not that little, but she's standing there, and she says to me, "Adam, are you okay?" And I can't say anything. I just break down. I can't put a front on it anymore. I'm just broken. But it was from that point on, I knew I had to reclaim my real identity, build something no accident or injury could take away. And it wasn't quick, but each day I felt maybe 1% better than the last day. So I was moving forwards. And I'm still teaching, on crutches more now, not outside running around, but in the classroom. And as I got better, I started, obviously, sharing my experiences and with the students. I say the audience, the students, my little classroom, my little audience. And I had the crazy idea, what if I shared this message outside of the classroom? Would it help more people? Could I help more people? But who am I? Still, I decided, yes, motivational speaker. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do things. I'm going to take action. That's how I roll. Surprisingly, I didn't get booked on stages. No one wanted to interview me. And Oprah didn't come calling. So I'm still in my classroom. I discovered TEDx talks. I'm inspired. My students are inspired. We stare. This person must be a thought leader. They must know what they're talking about. They've been put on that stage for a reason. They've dedicated their life to one 10 to 18-minute subject. They're better at it than me. So it took a long time. What now takes my clients roughly 3 months, took me 3 years to work it out. There was no roadmap there. Lots of failures, but I became a TEDx speaker. And that's when my life changed again. That specific TEDx talk is now a best-selling book. I'm now booked on stages around the world, before the pandemic, and actually paid, which was groundbreaking to me. So I want to share with you my 3 secrets so you can get booked on the TEDx stage. Now, if you've ever thought it would be nice that your reputation precedes you, that your authority, your credibility went ahead of you and people actually wanted to book you on stages and pay you, this could be for you. If you've actually thought that would be nice to get booked on certain stages and share my message with thousands, maybe millions, and they actually pay attention, this could be for you. So my 3 secrets. Secret number 1, and I should say I'm going to teach this inside the TalkXcelerator method, and I'll break it down. Secret number 1. This is TEDx hacking, and it is really a mindset and a process. It's nice thinking, I'll be a TEDx speaker one day. I'd like to do that. That's the majority of people. You need to change that. TEDx will not find you. You need to find TEDx. Celebrities, yes, are on there. Unless you are a president, prime minister, celebrity, they're not going to find you. And you don't need to be a celebrity. You don't need a big online following. They're looking for the next best thing. But you will be alongside the Tony Robbins, the Brené Browns. And some speakers like that were relatively unknown before they gave their TEDx talk. I know Ron, a client of mine, he gave up on that mindset, his old mindset. He was 82 years old and he thought, they haven't found me yet. I went, no, let's do it. So now his TEDx talk is approaching 200,000 views. So, secret number 2, it'd be nice to wake up, ping, with that TEDx idea worth sharing. That wasn't me, unless you're way more awesome than me, it won't be you. Generally, we all have a very good message. Having a good message, doing good, does not mean you try and squeeze that whole thing on the TEDx stage. You likely admit that not everything in your message is unique, is TEDx worthy. Most of us have pieces of that would fit a TEDx stage more. Slivers, you work on that, and that is your unique idea. Another client, Michelle, her message was strong. Her idea was, I'm not sure, until we focused in. Now she's a TEDx speaker. And my 3rd secret, idea checklist. There's a lot of events out there. And all TEDx means, the X means that it's independent, it's local. So they're everywhere. You don't want to speak at everyone, and you are not the right fit for everyone. You need to be aware of the themes. Each one has them. And different TEDx events. TEDx Women, TEDx Ed, TEDx Library, TEDx University. The list goes on. And some, this was groundbreaking to me, don't actually release the video. And I know speakers that didn't know that until they performed and then they found out. So TED has been around, if you're not aware, since 1984. Then in 2006, they released their first 6 talks, and it blew up. And then their first TEDx event was in 2009. So I want you now to imagine that you've given that talk, and your reach is now going out to potentially hundreds of thousands, potentially millions. You're getting booked and paid to speak on the stages that you want. And you might even land yourself a book deal. So if this is resonating with you, I want you to awaken your unique idea, to amplify your mission. And I would love to hear your idea worth sharing. Thank you very much. Let's begin. Cheers.
Right.